Life is full of uncertainty. We don't always know what tomorrow holds, but we know who holds tomorrow. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." This verse reminds us that true security doesn't come from having all the answers, but from trusting the God who does. Today we'll look at 5 truths about trusting God in uncertain times. Point 1. Trust is a choice. The verse starts with trust in the Lord. Trust isn't automatic, it's a decision. We often trust our feelings, our logic, or even other people more than we trust God. But real trust means making the daily choice to lean on him, even when things don't make sense. Key truth. Trusting God begins when you decide his way is better than yours. Point 2. Don't rely on your own understanding. Our human understanding is limited. We see only one piece of the puzzle, but God sees the whole picture. Isaiah 55:8 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways." When life doesn't make sense, that's exactly when we need to trust God the most. Key truth. Your understanding is small, but God's wisdom is infinite. Point 3. Submit your ways to God. Trust isn't just believing in God, it's surrendering to him. Proverbs 3 says, "In all your ways submit to him." This means bringing every decision, every plan, and every worry under God's authority. It's praying like Jesus did in Gethsemane, "Not my will, but yours be done." Luke 22:42. Key truth. Trust is not complete until you've surrendered your ways to God. Point 4. God directs your path when you trust and submit to God. He promises to make your paths straight. This doesn't mean life will be easy, but it does mean God will lead you in the right direction, guiding you step by step, even when the road feels uncertain. Psalm 37:23 says, "The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in him." Key truth. Trust opens the door for God's direction in your life. Point 5. Trust produces peace. When you place your trust in God, you gain something the world can't give: peace. Isaiah 26:3 promises, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." Even in uncertainty, God gives calm assurance to those who put their trust in him. Key truth. Trusting God replaces fear with peace. Closing application. So, what are you facing today? Uncertainty about the future, a decision you don't know how to make, or a burden you can't carry? Remember these 5 truths. Trust is a choice. Don't rely on your own understanding. Submit your ways to God. God will direct your path. Trust produces peace. Put these truths into practice. Make the choice to trust God more than your circumstances. Lean not on your own understanding, but on his divine wisdom. Submit your plans and worries to God, allowing him to guide your steps. And as you do this, experience the peace that only comes from trusting in the Lord. Comment below, "I trust God with my future," and let us know in the comments how you're trusting God today. Are there areas where you need to choose faith over fear, surrender over control, hope over despair? Let's encourage one another. Subscribe for more Bible lessons. Share this with someone who needs encouragement today. And remember, you are wonderfully made and deeply loved by God. Until next time.